This is Lee Sterling of ParamountSports.com. Today I'm going to break down a game that might be the most important game in college football this weekend because the losing coach is going to be in big trouble. It's a game between the Miami Hurricanes, which go on the road and lay 2.5 points and take on, in the swamp, the Florida Gators. Now, before I break down and predict this game, let me let you know what's going on at Paramount Sports. Well, this is our 31st year. We've won 29 out of 30 years, and we're going to come out of the gate rolling. First time in maybe over a decade, and we rate our games from 10 to 50 units. We have a 40-unit or higher release opening weekend. And how on the money have we been on these plays? We're a documented 65-23 on these 40-unit or higher major wager releases. You want to hop on board the season? Just $1,597 gets you everything. Works out to like $60 a weekend. Or you want to try us for the first weekend and build the bankroll? Get every game from today through Monday, September 2nd, 8 to 13 games, including this 40-unit major wager release, just $147. ParamountSports.com or 800-400-9741. Now, on to this game on Saturday, where Miami's laying 2.5 points, taking on Florida in Gainesville. The swamp, they call it. Now, Miami, if they're going to win this game, is going to have solid to very good quarterback play. And for the first time since probably the early 90s with Gino Torretta, maybe the mid-80s with Vinny Testaverde and Bernie Kosar, they finally had that guy. What's his name? Cam Ward. Cam Ward, he was at Washington State. In fact, the 2 stops where he's been is a total of 50 starts. So he's experienced. He's dynamic. He has the best offensive line, running backs, and receivers he has ever had. So you have to have that if you're going to go into an SEC school and a solid school to have a chance to win. Usually SEC schools have the advantage in the trenches. I don't see it here for Florida. In fact, Miami, top 12 offensive and defensive lines based on my rankings, and Florida barely in the top 30 in their defense, just top 45 in defensive line. So I think in the trenches, the advantage is with the Miami Hurricanes here. I think unless Miami turns this ball over like 3 or more times, or Graham Mertz, the quarterback for the Gators, which came over last year from Wisconsin, unless he's able to isolate the running backs out of the backfield on the Canes linebackers and have a whole lot of success, I think it's going to be tough. I think this Miami team finally, after 5-7 and 7-6 seasons, they are going to turn the corner. This could be a special year for Mario Cristobal. If not, heat's going to come down. And if Florida, if Billy Napier, or as I call him, Sunbelt Billy, loses this game with the #1 toughest schedule, he could be dispatched by late November. Normally, you take an SEC team versus an ACC team early on in the season. Not this Saturday. Miami wins outright here, 31-24 in the swamp. You want to hop on board, build that bankroll, and make some huge profits? Just one place, ParamountSports.com.